If you work for a large retail organization or a large manufacturing organization and you're looking into Teams phone system to replace your current phone system, I've got a really cool secret to tell you that'll help your company save a lot of money when it comes to Teams phone system. So this secret has to do with the fact that large retail organizations and large manufacturing companies have a lot of common area phones. They have a lot of shared phones. So phones, desk phones that are sitting around that aren't associated with a particular user, but they're there for a shared phone. So it's got a live extension. Anyone can pick it up and call from that phone, or have a call transferred to them at that phone, but there's no specific user associated with it. So when you have a lot of those phones lying around, there's 3 issues with Teams phone system that you're going to run into. Number 1 is you have to get a shared license with your Office 365 for each one of those phones. So that's around $8 per month per extension. Number 2 is that you're only able to have one desk phone per shared license. So say for instance in a retail organization, say you have 3 phones lying around. Say it's a plumbing store like a customer that I'm working with right now. So in the plumbing store, they have one main phone that's at the main, desk counter. They have, 2 or 3, sometimes 5 other phones around that store. And, it's for different people to be able to pick up the phone at different times, but all those phones are associated with the same phone number and the same extension. Well, with Teams Phone, you actually have to pay for a shared license for each individual phone. You can't just have one shared license and have 5 phones share it. So that's going to get expensive. And the third thing you're going to have to deal with is that with Teams phone system, you're going to have to get a Teams phone, which is a more expensive phone for even your shared or common area phones. So, if you're a manufacturing company, a lot of times you have a lot of phones around the shop floor that are just kind of phones that can get beat up a little bit, that, hey, dirty hands can touch them all the time. They can get bounced around or knocked off or fall on the ground, and it's not going to kill them, and they're not very fancy. They're not very expensive. But the problem is with Microsoft Teams phones is that a lot of them are kind of pricey. They're usually almost double the cost of a normal IP phone. So that's the third thing you're going to have to deal with. So I've got a secret for you that's going to solve those 3 problems. But before I get to that, really quick, if you just like my recommendations on the best vendors to quote for Teams phone system, reach out, contact me, give me a call, shoot me an email. I'm happy to help. I'm a broker for all the major service providers. I'll help you make a better decision in a lot less time. So more information on that at the end of the video. Also, if you'd like to browse which vendors offer Microsoft Teams and you're not really ready to contact me yet, but you just want to kind of browse and see what's out there, go to our website, AeroCominc.com, search for phone system in the search bar, and then on the left-hand column under applications, go ahead and select Microsoft Teams Phone, and you'll see all the different service providers out there that have a Microsoft Teams phone integration. And you could read about the providers, read reviews on those providers, things like that. So, watch videos. But then at some point, you're going to probably want pricing on them or know which vendors have a good reputation or not. And that's when you contact me. Okay, so do that. And then also, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and ring button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so to review, you work for a large retail organization or manufacturing company, and you're looking into Teams phone system, and the problem is you have a lot of common area phones. You have a lot of phones that get used by multiple people that aren't associated with a specific person. And when you go to Teams phone system, the problem is, again, number 1, you have to get a shared license for each one of those phones, which is an $8 add-on to your Office 365 licensing. Number 2, you can only have one desk phone for each of those shared device licenses. And number 3, with Microsoft Teams Phone, if you really want it to work super well, you've got to get a Microsoft Teams phone, which is more expensive. So those are the 3 problems there. Well, I've got a secret for you. So the way to do this is for the dial tone or the phone numbers for your Microsoft Teams phone system don't get them directly from Microsoft, or don't try to provide it yourself through direct routing. Instead, get direct routing as a service. Go to a service provider that offers direct routing as a service. Now, this is different than Operator Connect. There's been a lot of buzz about Operator Connect recently, and we have a lot of happy customers with Operator Connect. But Operator Connect sometimes is not the best option for a company like yours, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so number one, if you're using a direct routing service provider, they're often powering your Microsoft Teams phone systems, phone numbers and dial tone through their cloud PBX phone system application. So what that means is they don't have to play by Microsoft's rules. So all of your common area phones don't need a shared device license. Why? Because their cloud PBX application recognizes those phones without that license. So you don't need to add that $8 per month per device license fee. You can just use shared devices from that cloud application. So that alone will shave a lot of money off of the quote. Number two, some direct routing as a service providers will allow you to have multiple desk phones associated with one extension. Some won't, but some will. So for instance, that plumbing company I mentioned earlier, if you have one phone number, one extension, you can have maybe 5 phones spread throughout that retail organization or retail location, so that they're all sharing the same phone number, they're all sharing the same extension, but you're not having to pay for each one individually. You're not having to get multiple extensions from that direct routing as a service provider. So you only have to pay for one extension. So that could reduce your cost for common area phones by a huge proportion. Like, it can cut your cost in half or even more. It can cut your cost, from 5 down to 1 extension license. So that really helped. And number 3, with direct routing as a service providers, since they're not having to play by Microsoft's rules, for those common area phones, you don't have to get a Microsoft certified phone. You can actually just get a normal IP phone. An example of that is like a Yealink T31. You can get those for like $40 a piece. So you can just get an inexpensive phone that you can beat up a little bit, and it'll work totally fine, because they can mix and match Microsoft Teams users and common area phones on their platform, because everything at the end of the day is running back to their platform. So that will save you a lot of money on hardware. So those are my 3 little secrets for you. I hope that helps. Make sure you quote a direct routing as a service provider, but not all of them will do all these things for you. If you want to know which ones will, reach out and contact me. That's my job. Send me an email, give me a call. I've been a broker for all these major service providers for over 20 years. So I know all the vendors in play. And if you tell me your company's all your phone system requirements, I'll be able to tell you the best technology to quote, whether it's Operator Connect or direct routing as a service, or maybe another cloud PBX application. I'll also make sure I introduce you to the right vendors. I'll also make sure I introduce you to the right salespeople at those vendors and oversee the quoting process to make sure you get the best pricing. And the nice thing is I don't charge your company a dime for my broker service. The service providers actually pay me my broker fee, so it's absolutely free to use. So there's no reason why you wouldn't want to at least reach out and contact me, right? See what I have to say. I've been doing this for a long time. I know all the major players involved, all the major service providers I can be a salesperson for. So absolutely no reason not to at least reach out and contact me. And I just love doing it. I love helping out my customers. This is my job. I do it all day long, and that's why I make the videos. Also, if you're not quite ready to talk to me yet, go check out our website. I guarantee you've never seen anything like it. AeroCominc.com. Go take a look, search for phone system in the search bar, and then on the left-hand side in the application area for features, select Microsoft Teams Phone. You'll be able to research all the major providers and narrow them down by feature. That's something that we spent thousands of dollars on our website, spend a ton of time. Go check it out, it's really cool. Also, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and ring button. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.